Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today it's been a while, a long while, 3 weeks to be exact. I am 2.5 weeks post ACL surgery. Kind of could tell I'm hobbling along, doing a lot better than I thought I would be. So going into the surgery, there was a chance I wouldn't be able to put any weight on this thing for 6 months, and then I could start therapy. But luckily they didn't. If that would have happened, what would have happened was basically my meniscus would have been fused, then they would have had to graft them together. It would have been a mess. But so anyway, so luckily that didn't have to happen. I did completely tear my ACL and hurt my medial and lateral ligaments, LCL, MCL, something like that. So, but luckily, like I said, that's all repaired. I'm on the mend, taking therapy 3 times a week, and yeah, just slowly starting to get better. But hobbling around, won't be able to drive for a couple weeks, won't be able to do really anything by myself. But at least up here right now, we're visiting Rhonda. Rhonda also had surgery, so just up here hanging out. So I figured I'd kind of walk around and see what's going on. So you can kind of see we actually are starting to cut this wheat. So we did have the combine come out. He cut a grain tank before we got rained out, but it's a little moist, a lot of moist. We've gotten 8 inches in the month of June. It's a lot. We're at the point where we're saturated, oversaturated, but it is what it is. You can kind of see we got standing water there, but the wheat's ready. It is ready to be harvested, that is for sure. So we having a John Deere combine come out, a John Deere Walker. I don't know the exact brand, but it's got a little 20-foot head he'll have on him, or 15-foot head, I think. Gotta be careful when I'm walking because yeah, there's my incision. Sorry if you guys don't want to see that. But yeah, there you go. There's your grain. Gotta be careful when I'm walking because yeah, there's my incision. Sorry if you guys don't want to see that. But yeah, there you go. There's your grain. Need to get this stuff cut off, get these beans in. I definitely won't be able to be around for it. Sucks, but 'tis what it is. So the wheat looks really good. I mean, he got a full grain tank and he barely went. So we're thinking it's gonna yield in that 120, maybe a little more. We'll just have to see. So we got the grain cart down here in the 80/50. And we'll basically throw it in some semis and probably sell it. We only got about 18-20 acres or so. So it's not a lot, but the last 2 years we've had really good turnouts with our wheat. So we'll just kind of have to see. I'm hoping that we can do a little bit more next year. And then the following year, I even want to do more than that. So yeah, that's what's been going on around here. I mean, crops are looking dang good. So all this rain that we've got in June, we've gotten to the point where it's too much rain, but honestly, I'd rather have a little too much rain than not enough rain. Extension cord going in the back. Fan going on the wheat. I'm not sure what they got going, but we got a little bit of wheat in the grain cart already. I got something special coming for both of our grain carts this fall. Cannot wait for you guys to see what we got going. Crops are looking good. We are done corn spraying. Some of our corn's even tasseling now, which is nuts. July 5th, it's right now, and all of our corn is definitely knee-high by the 4th of July. But some of our corn's are already starting to tassel, which is nuts. The soybeans, we're just starting our soybean spraying. We're halfway through our second crop of cutting hay, and yeah, that's about it. So we'll go on ahead up to the farm here soon. We're just down at Pat and Rhonda's right now chatting. We'll head up to the farm, go see Grandma, go see my mom. My mom's down here right now. And then we'll go from there. Ah, sweet. Here's that good old John Deere. 9510. Sweet. That's what's gonna cut our wheat. It's a Maximizer combine built in like the early 90s, I wanna say. 15-foot head, 18-foot head. Nice. I'm hoping that we can cut our own wheat someday, maybe next year, but for right now we got this cool looking John Deere combine cutting it for us. And look at that, Green Star, John Deere Precision Farming Systems. Oh, how things have changed. Man, that sucks, because I really want to see this thing run. Maybe we'll see if I have somebody film that for me. But, because what we're going to be doing, we're actually going to be dropping straw. So how this thing works is basically, this is a Walker combine. I'll explain that a little bit. This is a Walker combine, but a Walker combine, it's different than most combines you see today. Most combines are rotary. Rotaries were came out in the 70s and 80s, came out by Case, and then everybody's kind of followed suit. But Walker combines has been around for, geez, 80 years, however it is. But what a walker is, you know, you still have your head, you still have your feeder house, which brings crop inside, but instead of transitioning to a rotor that goes this way and spins like this, a walker has some threshing drums, so the crop comes in, it gets threshed up and around like that, and these cylinders, I should say they're cylinders, not drums, they spin like this. So a rotor spins like this, cylinder spins like this, threshes the grain off, and then they have walkers in the back. So it's a 9510, it's a 5-walker machine. What a walker is just a long platform, and they're offset, and it literally just walks the straw out the back. So it's very gentle on straw. It doesn't have a lot of high capacity, that's why you don't see them a lot anymore, but it's very gentle on straw, and it's a very simple concept. If I had a flashlight, I'd go in there and kind of show you guys what I mean, but yeah, these walkers basically just walk the straw all the way out to the back and drop it out. And then obviously your cleaning chute is pretty much still the same. Material drops down, you got a fan, it shakes, and it cleans your tank. So yeah, that's a walker machine in a nutshell. Oh, I might be able to see these. Oh, you guys can't see them, but oh, it was only a 4-walker. I always thought a 9510 was a 5-walker machine. You can barely see them, but there's your straw walkers. They just kind of walk back, and your straw eventually kicks out the back. Yeah, I got to be careful when I'm still hopping around. I can start to walk by myself, but I'm still a little labored, so I'm hoping in a week or two I'll be able to walk by myself, and maybe a week or two after that I can start driving. We'll just have to see, but yeah, it's not very often you see a John Deere on the farm. Just got a neighbor coming out, custom harvesting our wheat for us. So I do apologize, guys. Like I said, the videos have slowed down, for obvious reasons, because I can't really do a whole lot, but I'm hoping to be healed up by fall. Hopefully I'll be able to drive some semi, but I might be stuck in a grain cart quite a bit just to lessen the amount of times I have to climb stairs and stuff. So it's gonna be what it is, but it's still gonna be, I'm just glad I'm gonna be healthy, hopefully by fall. Yeah, it sucks I did this during summer, but I'd rather have it during summer because spring and fall farming, and winter I ref a lot of basketball, so summer was honestly the best time to do this. Best time to get it fixed, I should say. So appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and kind words you guys have had so far. So I'll head up to Grandma's. Okay, now we are back on the Preston farm. Pat and Nathan are hauling grain today. Prices have absolutely taken a crap, so they sold some on the way down. Right now you can sell corn for $4.20. Earlier this spring, or about a month ago, a couple weeks ago, you could sell it for $4.80, and they sold that at like $4.50 or something like that. So that's what they're doing, they're hauling grain, and we're gonna go on a little four-wheeler ride, do some crop scouting. Here's our 15-inch corn. Stuff looks tall. Stuff looks actually pretty nice and tall. So corn around here is anywhere from that V5 or 6 out back, I believe, to almost VT to tassel. So we have a couple fields just starting to tassel. How a corn stage works is you basically have all your vegetative growth. That's your V stage. You know, corn is about chest high, it's about V8. All the number means is it's basically just your different collars, or your leaves, how many different collars of leaves it has. So that's all the V stages is. Once you get to VT, then you start actually pollinating yourself. That's when your kernels start growing, and you start filling those kernels out. So yeah, corn's looking pretty good though. Looking really good actually. We're pretty blessed in this area. You go east of us, dry. You go west of us, way too wet. So we've been pretty fortunate to have the weather we've had. And here's our beans. So all of our corn is sprayed. Man, that corn does not look great back there. It's way too wet. We actually VT'd that, and the stuff we VT'd does not look great at all. Beans, on the other hand, needs to get sprayed. Here's a lot of this hay ground we chopped right here, and then straight ahead, all this stuff, we actually planted beans right behind it, and the beans are starting to come up. So we're actually gonna spray these and kill them here shortly. Kill all the weeds, I should say. Actually just cut this second crop hayfield right here. We cut and chopped it because we needed a place to haul manure, because we're getting pretty low on spots to haul manure around here. But for the most part, the beans are looking pretty good. This field was planted pretty late, so it's definitely not as tall as the other stuff. And here's a really interesting, you see this cornfield straight ahead here to the left was chiseled, here to the right was VT'd. You can tell exactly what was VT'd because it does not look great. The chiseled ground really lets this extra water kind of filtrate through, and the corn looks great. Same field though, you keep going, we VT'd over here, and the corn does not look great. It's very spotty. It honestly does not look the best at all. See how it's just kind of pale yellow? Just doesn't look great. So chiseling it has its plus and minuses, that's for sure. Minuses that you're really working a lot of ground susceptible to erosion, but pluses is, man, it's got some good looking crop, good water filtration. See all that kind of big leafy stuff? That's ragweed. This field's getting pretty bad. We need to spray that. Ragweed and some lamb's quarter coming in. And here's again some hay we cut, we put beans in behind. So we did spray this after we planted and chopped this, but definitely gonna have to spray it again. A lot of beans back here, a lot of beans. Here's another good example. So VT'd, see how it's pretty uneven, pale looking in spots. That's just water filtration. The water can't get out, so we've had a lot of rain. It just hurts us. Whereas right here, nice and even, chisel plowed. So Amber and Chrysalin are behind me. We're just out for a little drive. A double rainbow, rain in here, sunshine in there. Kind of cool, huh? So I got a haircut too.
Well, good morning everyone. You got the Bud Man from beautiful Jackson County, Iowa, home of Hartung Family Farms. Today I'm actually at work, but I'm kind of not at work because we have a shooting range and I'm up here now. And as you can see, the grass hasn't been cut yet this year, so that's my job, is to cut this grass all down. Here's our range, really nice range, 25 yards and in, all cement. Range up here, we've got turning targets, 5 lanes. So we got lights, utilities, put those in for us. So my job is today is to get this all clean. We have a big training coming up here on the 26th Wednesday, where the DNR is going to come in and assist us. All the departments in the county will come out here and have a little fun that day. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this down, make it look nice, and go from there. So I won't get much video while I'm cutting, but when I'm all done, I'll show you the end result. So now I'm going to trim it all up, get us all trimmed up nice, and they'll come up next week and cut all that over there with the brush hog. Okay, we got it pretty much done with the lawnmower. Now we got to come in with the brush hog and get all that stuff down there. Rifle range is there. To the berm over there is 100 yards. This is all nice and neat. I'll go get the John Deere, load things up, and get out of here. So about 5 hours, and we got her whooped up good. Well, good morning everyone. You got the Bud Band back from Hartung Family Farms. It's been a long week. We just got back from California at a wedding, and so I got back about 2 in the morning, so I'm gonna head out to the farm and check on the cows. But so hope everybody's doing fine. We got the 4th of July celebrations coming in, and we're gonna go from there. But I gotta head out there and see what's going on. I've been out there since Tuesday. Ooh, we got a train coming. Look at this, right down the middle of Bellevue. Not too many towns in Iowa, probably the United States, got railroad tracks that go right down the middle of town. Check this out. Now that's pretty cool. I gotta hit the Bellevue, check that out again. As you can see, the train tracks go right through the middle of Bellevue, like I said before. We got an old locomotive coming into town. You don't see this every day. Absolutely not. Look at the people, it's like a parade. Might be the coolest thing I've seen all week. Woo!
So right here's a 15-inch cornfield. Across from us, a 15-inch cornfield, and over there is a 15-inch cornfield. So they're here right in front of us. I have 24 rows of 30-inch corn, and then everything behind us 15-inch corn. And it's easy for me to tell. It's probably hard on the camera, but right when you get to that, there's a good foot difference in height between the 30 and 15-inch corn. That's very different. Wish I could walk. I'd go out and take a look. Yeah, you can tell there's a difference. Combine will be the final judge. Combine and chop. We are going to chop some and combine some. Get some big building construction done too. We'll swing in there in a second. See how like this corn just looks good. Looks real good. We even got corn starting to tassel over here. Did some concrete work down here, redid a cattle crossing. That was needed. And look at this. Corn starting to tassel before the 4th of July. That is nuts. We've never had it tassel this early. Granted, this was our first planted field, and it's 107 day, which normally we plant 114 day for the first stuff, so nuts. Awesome. This was much needed. New cattle crossing was absolutely needed. So I don't have my crutch with me, so I'm gonna take my time, but just walk out a little bit and show you guys how tall this corn truly is. We're probably 7-8 feet tall in through here, and it's still not done growing. Not gonna walk out there because I don't have a crutch, but so I can walk some, guys, just not that much. So overall, guys, we are very blessed with the crops we've had so far. We've stayed away from the bad weather. We've gotten timely rains, almost too many rains, but I'm not going to curse it because it could be a heck of a lot worse. So I actually got to go ahead to an FSA appointment, but it was good just to go up and see Grandma. Got to have lunch with her, got to talk with Pat for a while. So it was a pretty good day considering this is the first time I've been out of the house besides church and therapy in a very long time. Definitely a good day, but I appreciate you guys' patience. Cows think I'm going to give them something. Nope, nothing for you there, cows. So here we just got puddles of just crap everywhere. So I'm going to close this video down, guys. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully next time you see me, it'll be in a couple weeks, and we're thinking about getting choppers ready and getting combines out, and I can really start to help. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys this building. This building's been in disrepair for a while. Finally getting it done and fixed. Just getting a new roof and rafters. Okay, now we'll take off. See you guys.